When someone goes around asking, what do you want to do with your life? Most people sigh, some people think about it, and they either have a half-hearted answer or no answer at all. But since I was 7, maybe 8 years old, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I had been browsing the internet from a young age. YouTube was my favorite way of passing time, but something in particular typically piqued my interest. Littlest Pet Shop videos. They were silly, of course, a joke most would say, but man, something about the Littlest Pet Shop videos. Something about seeing the same toys that I had, with all these views, these comments, toys with names, personalities, and backstories. I wanted to bring them to life, too. So I did. With my 3DS. With my tablet. With my mom's handheld camera. Anything and everything. Eventually, my parents gifted me a Vivitar handheld camera. And with that, I ended up just filming anything and everything in front of my eyes. Vlogging, I guess most would say. I made a YouTube channel somewhere between 9 and 10 years old, and my first video was me playing Minecraft with my friend. Super exciting, right? Except my tablet was recording my TV, and my friend was on our brick of a house phone across the room. It was terrible. I made a lot of other videos, and in 4th grade, when I was about 10 years old, I hit 100 subscribers. It was crazy. All of my classmates either called me Aaliyah or that really tall girl who makes YouTube videos. My parents got me a video editing software that next year. It was Sony Vegas Pro, and from that point on, I took off running. In junior high, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and honestly, from there, I kind of slowed down with YouTube videos. 2019 rolled around, and I entered my freshman year at Centennial High School. I didn't have introduction to TV and film until 2nd semester, so I joined PSBN, the Peoria Student Broadcasting Network, in the meantime. I learned a lot, and I made a lot of new friends. 2nd semester rolled around, and honestly, every morning that I got out of bed was because I looked forward to that class. I felt so at home there, and everything about it was so amazing. I just couldn't get enough of it. Until COVID-19. Ultimately, I fell off in all my other classes, but film, I was only just getting started. I took the entirety of my sophomore year online, and I took advanced film and TV year-long with it. I got to try out being on the pre-recorded announcements for the first few days of school. It was so much fun, even if I was just stuck at home. I was doing what I loved. Junior year rolled around, and honestly, it was one of the best years of my life. I was finally back in person. It was weird because the last time I was on that campus, I was a freshman. Coming back, I still felt like a freshman, and I had no idea what I was doing. I knew nobody in my classes anymore, but I did know one thing, and that was film. I took the class year-long. I helped with films that got entered into the 2022 Peoria Unified School District's Film Festival. That is a mouthful, I know. I became one of the most known anchors on campus on the school announcements. I got noticed at work for it, which is really awkward, by the way. I started out my junior year so nervous, but within a few months, I realized I was right at home. At the end of my junior year, I received a phone call from my film teacher, Mr. Budoff. Hey, are you sure film is what you want to pursue? You have to be positive, so answer wisely. My immediate answer was yes, and he told me that we were invited to the 45th Annual Rocky Mountain Emmy Awards and the 2022 Student Production Awards, where our classmate was nominated for an award. September of 2022. It was one of the coolest nights of my life, and I'll never forget it. So awesome. Oh my gosh. During the first semester of my senior year, I also got a taste of Huntington University, where I did early enrollment and took practicum in film. It was so much fun. I knew it was where I wanted to be. Not to get super deep and up close and personal or anything, but I hit a really low spot about 2 months later. I kind of let go of everything. I stopped showing up to class, and if I did show up, I wasn't entirely there. I'm not gonna get into it, obviously, but I stopped trying in film for the rest of the semester. I kind of just did the bare minimum, and I realize now that doing that really only made things worse for me. The second semester rolled around, and the 2023 Film Festival was in full swing. Centennial was hosting it this year, and I knew I needed to step up my game to give my all for everyone who was going to attend. I even went on a Hollywood trip with my film class where we toured Universal Studios, Paramount Studios, and Warner Brothers Studios. It was so much fun, and it truly reignited my love for film. At the film festival, I hosted and I got to talk to 7 different high schools. It was wild. I basically just said some stupid stuff on a stage for a few hours, and I actually ended up winning an award that night. It was a lot of fun. And with that, I graduated high school and fully committed to film production. While editing was always my love, I just loved everything about film. Where I will go from here, I guess that's what we find out as we go. And as my film teacher in high school began that class my freshman year, I'll never forget what he said. From today onward, movies are going to be ruined for you. And he couldn't have been more correct.